All right, welcome into From the Nosebleeds. Seamus Doyle, Pat O'Leary. What's up, Pat?
Not much. How about you, Shame?
Another episode without Vince.
Yeah,
Have you noticed that? Like,
he just doesn't like us.
Vince hates us, and that's fine because honestly, the show goes much more smooth when he's not here.
Yeah, I mean Vince sucks.
No,
I'm
not going to go that far. But like, he always thinks I cut him off. I talk too much.
Cut him off.
Yeah.
Tower, stop cutting me off, bro. The problem with Vince is
that's how it feels.
He's insecure about like his sports takes, I guess, which is fine. But it's like, dude, just at least if you're going to be insecure with your sports takes, don't show it. But anyway, Vince, we hope you're having fun at Keenan's, drinking your life away. But Sam and Dave brought us in. Pat, are you familiar with that song?
Yes.
All right. Well,
Soul Man.
Well, it's got every time we do an intro, it's got a meaning, right?
Yeah.
It's got a meaning behind what the show is going to be about. And today, since anti-baseball Vince isn't here, we're going to talk about the Philadelphia Phillies, who are
we do have anti-baseball
absolutely
Taylor.
red hot. Taylor's irrelevant
That's
to this
true.
conversation. Again, wearing the Florida Marlins hat.
And you have a fake, what was it, Diamondbacks jersey?
Yeah,
You
Corbin
can't read?
Carroll jersey.
Yeah, Corbin Carroll.
Serpientes.
Serpientes. That's their, what the hell are they call
I love
it now?
the Delco spin he put on that.
What the hell are they-
Serpientes.
Extra gringo.
What do they call the throwbacks now? The fucking...
Dude, I don't fucking know.
No. The City Connect.
Oh, yeah.
The Nike City... I think this is their City Connect, I
Sure.
assume. Anyway, what's wrong with... By the way, what's wrong with a Corbin Carroll jersey?
You're making fun of me for wearing Marlins.
No, because it's the Marlins, dude, and it symbolizes destruction for me. But anyway,
What?
anyway, I want to
Because
talk.
the Phillies can't beat the Marlins on a yearly basis.
No, yeah, but except for this year, though, they're falling apart. But anyway, the Phillies. I want to talk to you real quick, Pat, about the Phillies. Since you know baseball, you're a big baseball guy.
Big baseball guy.
We go to many Phillies games.
Is he a big baseball guy?
I am.
O'Leary?
Okay.
He started off his career as a catcher, all right, and then he morphed
Well,
into
actually,
an
no.
offensive lineman.
No.
I thought
I started off as a first baseman.
Oh yeah, well,
And then a center fielder.
you got the size for a first baseman.
Yeah, and then for some reason I switched to center field.
They threw St. Dennis threw you in center field. What the hell?
Well,
were
I
they
mostly
thinking?
caught for St. Dennis.
Wait,
but
yeah, but you were more of a faster person back in the day, weren't you?
I still am, yeah, believe it or
You're
not.
still fast.
For the size, yeah.
Taylor, you know what that means. Next show, we're gonna have a runoff with Vince, you, and
Oh, I would
Pat.
smoke you guys.
Yeah, I'm not. Maybe a liftoff.
Why?
running.
You go to the gym all the time,
That doesn't mean I'm good with cardio.
so you just lift.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Take me through your gym routine.
Shut the fuck up.
Jesus.
I'm very.
He just wants to
curious.
hear how you move those muscles, Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor's actually gotten bigger since the last time I saw him in a good way though. Your biceps are just protruding through that white T-shirt. But anyway, the Phillies are.
I thought you were going to out
5
yourself
Jesus Christ.
so much for not outing yourself in front of Ty this week.
10 games.
the
over
first
Yeah,
time.
you didn't even introduce your new producer.
All right, so the theme of the song
Jesus.
is the Phillies are back. The Phillies are back. And by the way, I don't care about the wild card. Fuck the wild card. There's no wild card talk with me because I'm a realist. All right, 9.5 behind the flailing Atlanta Braves, who lost 3 in a row. The flailing Atlanta Braves. They are 3 injuries away from becoming irrelevant. All right, I will say that. The Marlins stink.
Irrelevant's a stretch. Let's be honest.
I'm clearly being sarcastic.
I don't know,
However,
man.
I do think the Phillies have a shot at the division.
No, I genuinely think they do because, I mean, if Atlanta
Nobody
keeps
else
it-
does. I'm like the only person that does. I sent out a tweet and I was like, let's go for come back down to earth. You're an idiot.
Well,
You know?
I mean, it hinges on a lot of things for the Phils. They have to actually keep this offensive production up a little bit. They have to the pitching actually needs to stay consistent because they haven't, for the most part, stayed consistent for a very long time. Like, you look at June, yeah, they were all great. Fucking first week of July, they just, like, half of them just fell apart.
Well,
Like,
here's the thing.
Taewon and Ranger just fell apart for, like, the first 2 weeks of July.
But here's the thing about the rotation and their pitching staff as a whole. First of all, nobody predicted Craig Kimbrell to emerge as an all-star, making what $10 million on a 1-year deal.
Yeah.
He has been the biggest surprise of the season.
The most welcome one, too, because, I mean,
Well,
you're
the
looking at a
biggest
team-
surprise is Trey Turner forgetting how to play baseball and
yeah.
forgetting how to hit.
Yeah,
and
the
doing
most
all that,
welcome
but-
surprise is Craig Kimbrell.
is Craig Kimbrell, and it's unbelievable. And I'm so happy he got that All-Star nod.
Mhm.
And I was telling you before the show, when I was at the game on Sunday, I was looking for a National League All-Star Craig Kimbrell shirtsy, right?
Mhm.
All sold out. Actually, I don't think they actually had
They
them.
probably didn't make
But
them.
it was all Castellanos, so I had to buy my Castellanos All-Star shirt, and, that is what it is. But Craig Kimbrell, dude, are you kidding me?
Mhm.
And the fact that Rob Thompson kept going with him And it just instills confidence in this guy.
Yeah.
And he's doing this at how old is he? I mean, dude,
Like 85.
and he doesn't have the velocity he once did.
No,
but
but
his velocity
his
is up from
His
the
velo
last
is
two
kind of
seasons.
crazy for him, especially, and he's got movement on the ball too.
Yeah, he's learning how to. I hate when like analysts say this. Oh, he's learning how to pitch, but that's what he did.
Yeah, he learned how to like adapt to this new style of pitching. Because I
Pitch-
mean, he's
pitch
not
clock be
going to
damned.
blow one by it anymore.
Pitch clock be damned
Yeah.
with his
Yeah,
weird,
fucking
you
A,
know,
right.
his whole weird
His
thing that he
rooster
does,
thing.
his rooster thing.
I still think one of my favorite clips of anything ever is all the people behind home plate
It's CBP.
just doing the fucking rooster and
You-
swaying back and forth, and he's just trying to pitch. That's
know-
like
you know what
such a great picture.
The most Phillies thing that's going to happen, right, is
He's
going to
die horribly in a plane crash.
Well, that or
Jesus.
we are 1 out away from clinching like the National League pennant, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Craig Kimbrell gets called for a pitch clock violation, and then it forces in a run or some shit like that. Like I feel like that's how it's going to end. But
The world or the Phillies season?
well,
A little bit of both.
Okay.
when the Philly season ends, that's the end of my world, Taylor. That's all you have to know. I live in.
Yeah, he
I
gave
live
up on
and
the
die.
Sixers for next year.
Oh yeah, dude.
He's
Don't
gonna be a
even get me
Clippers
started.
fan.
How many times has he given up on the Phillies this season already?
I have
Like
not.
5.
No, I haven't. That is a
That's-
lie.
How many?
Run the tape, Ty.
How many?
That is absolute bullshit. I have been consistent in my my belief of the Phillies this season. There's no doubt about
There's
that.
at least 3 times.
You produced the damn show.
There's at
Yeah,
least 3 times.
that's why he
At
knows.
least.
That's not well. April and May don't count. All right.
There it is.
They
There it
just don't-
is.
They just simply don't count.
Backtrack it, baby.
But getting back to the pitching, Corey Seidman put out this tweet right before we got in here. Since June 3rd, the Phillies have allowed 15 fewer runs than any team in baseball and 42 fewer than the league average. And that's since June 3rd, which at this point, obviously, is a decent sample size.
Mm-hmm.
The rotation has been carrying you. You know, Aaron Nola, listen, he is the most controversial starting pitcher that I remember, right? As far as
If only Papelbon was a starting pitcher.
he's got good stuff, the guy. He's not an ace. Vince was right. I gave Vince his flowers years ago at this point, right, Tower? I gave Vince his flowers about Aaron Nola not being an ace.
I said that.
No,
I
well,
also said that.
Well, I guess
I've been saying it for
Yeah.
years.
I'm the only one that
Yeah.
thought that he still had ace quality. But,
No.
I mean, clearly
Fake
he
ace.
doesn't. Clearly he doesn't. But, I mean, he's a guy
He's
that...
literally just a face card. He's
But
not an ace.
I see these idiots.
Joker.
I see these idiots saying, "Oh yeah, let's dangle Aaron Nola at the trade deadline." No, like you're getting worse by doing.
Yeah.
Oh, we can acquire Stroman. No, dude. Here's the thing: you can't subtract pitching. And look what he's.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like he is pitching somewhat well right
Look what
now.
he did last night.
Yeah. Like, you're going to get a performance like that out of him every once in a while,
And I
which
know
is
the
nice.
the Brewers are whatever. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm not
but,
impressed with
but
that.
they're everything I heard coming into this series, they're on a hot streak. The Phillies
well,
better watch out. They're
listen,
on a hot streak. The
they're-
Phillies better watch. It's like everybody was saying that.
I just don't like their lineup at all. You have what?
It's horrible.
You have washed Christian Yelich, who's
Mhm.
having a decent year,
Yeah, for him. I mean,
but
yeah,
you
I
have
guess.
washed Christian Yelich leading off, and it's like, dude, outside of Contreras,
He's still out there?
yeah, he's still out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
You remember him from your Florida Marlins days, though, I'm sure, and that's why you know who he
That
is.
was the tail end of baseball mattering to me. Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to keep up with what's going on with the Marlins, man. You can't just wear the hat.
You
and,
don't like Luis
I
Arias?
know. All I know is Jazz Chisholm.
That's
it.
it.
Yeah.
That's
What
he's
about
not even
Luis
their
Arias?
third best player.
He's hitting like 400.
He's
Actually, he's below again now.
375.
Oh my
now.
God, he's
I
really
just checked.
dropping.
Yeah, he's cooked.
Yeah, he was
That
at
guy.
399 like less than a month ago.
I'm telling you, Phillies. The Marlins are going to be sellers. I'm telling it. I'm telling it.
Mar out.
But realistic trade deadline. All right, and I'm sure you know these names, Taylor.
Yeah, let's go.
The Paul Goldschmidt thing, I don't think it's going to happen.
No.
However, that would fill, obviously,
Yeah.
a huge
Yeah.
need on this Phillies team when you have God only knows when Bryce Harper is going to play first base. Like,
Watch, it'll be
like-
tonight.
No,
He's
no,
going to
no,
be
no.
a big bat
He's
if
not.
they get him, right?
Oh,
he's
right,
not-
right. Yeah,
they-
yeah.
He's not tonight. So
Yeah.
I have a few theories as to why he's not playing first base yet. A, they don't want to throw him out there until they
Prematurely.
secure the series. All right, which
Mhm.
kind of makes sense. B, he doesn't feel comfortable, like Kruk alluded to last night in the
Yeah.
telecast. He doesn't feel comfortable yet. Doesn't want to do it in front of the home crowd in case he fucks up. He's afraid to get booed or whatever. So they're going to wait until they go on the road to Cleveland. Or C, Dombrowski's got something brewing with regards to a first baseman. I don't know. Like, the only logical option would be a Paul Goldschmidt or a Cody Bellinger, who's played over at first base at times. But it's like, realistically, I don't know what's going on with Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
It's just weird that they kept saying it. Oh, yeah, Harper's going to start the second half at first base. And
Well,
it's
that's because Rob literally, especially over the weekend, literally came out and was like, "Hey, he's probably going to start at first over the Milwaukee series."
I don't even believe at all that this is Thompson's call anyway. But I just
Why wouldn't it be?
because I think it's more of like an upper management thing.
And Bryce has to pretty much okay it.
But my
Like,
thing with
and
that is,
like they were basically like, yeah, he has to feel comfortable enough to go out there and play it.
but my thing with that is, he's the one that was advocating to do this from the beginning.
Yeah,
It was
but
his
also,
idea.
but also, if he doesn't think he can put out a good product on the field, he's not going to do it. If he thinks he needs like another week,
But
like-
Bryce Harper doesn't even like come across as that type of guy that worries about that. I think he trusts in himself so much as an athlete, and I don't believe that he's going to definitely be a good or even decent first baseman because you're playing first base in the major leagues. You've never done this before. He's not a guarantee lock to be good over there. He could also be a disaster. So it's just weird. Like, even dating back to last season, Bryce has handcuffed this team due to his injuries. And it's like, you're forcing Kyle Schwarber to play left field, who, by the way, unbelievable play yesterday.
Yeah,
I don't know
pulled that one
where the
straight
hell
out of
that
his ass.
came from, but
10 years ago, it came from 10 years
it
ago.
was just bizarre.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I was happy he made
I
it.
I was literally sitting there shocked.
Oh, I was shocked.
I had no words. I was like, how?
I was shocked. But it's like, you know the guys in the locker room have been giving him shit. I mean,
Oh,
how
100%.
how could you not?
100%.
I know offensively he's on a tear, but this is a guy that's lost games because of routine can of corn fly balls out there, and just has hurt them. Obviously, everybody knows that he's hurt them defensively bad, and offensively now he's starting to heat up. I mean, this guy's homered in 4 straight games, so it's like, yeah, you'll take the horrendous defensive play, but
And the 200 batting and below 200 batting average.
yeah,
Don't forget
dude,
that part.
if he gets to 200, man, I'm gonna throw a parade.
I mean, he did last year,
Dude,
didn't
get to
he?
200.
Like,
That's a big deal, man.
it is for him. I mean,
Remember how we
shit.
celebrated 10,000 losses? At CBP, it was a big party.
Yeah.
Dude, if Kyle Schwarber gets above the Mendoza line, right, there should be parades.
Yeah.
I mean, there should be.
Yeah. I mean, we just go right down Broad Street. Why not?
He should get extended immediately. Give him a 5-year deal. Tell Hoskins to kick rocks.
Maybe Kyle should play first base.
Oh, God. Alex Coffey tweeted out a picture of him taking ground balls at first base the other day, and the caption was, "Oh, just for fun, he's taking." I was like, "Dude, don't ever share that with me ever again." That's a
I want him catching again.
Dude,
on
if any-
JT's off days.
I'd rather have Harper catch. His OG position. That was his original position.
I know, and they switched him because they didn't want him to fuck up his knees,
Yeah.
which is why he's so in
And
love
now
with
he
JT.
just fucked up his arms and his elbows, and everything else got fucked up.
Yup.
So,
Yup.
at least his knees are fine by all accounts. But getting back to the trade deadline, it's like, do I think Paul Goldschmidt's realistic? No. I think the Cardinals are going to hold on to Arenado and Goldschmidt. I just think that they're going to get rid of their other pieces like a Dylan Carlson.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't see them giving up 2 people that were MVP candidates.
No,
last year.
and I think that's their core, and it's like, yeah, they're not going anywhere, but at the same time, I think in St. Louis, it is sort of a locker room issue, but I don't think it's with the players, if that makes sense. I think their manager is, for
Well,
lack
he's
of a
young
better
as
term,
shit.
I think he's first of all, horrendous manager. Second of all, I think he's a D-bag. He's just, like,
He's what, like 40 something?
yeah.
He's very young.
But
He's
that
like,
has nothing to do. I mean, there's
No,
younger
but I'm saying he's
managers that
just-
succeed.
Yeah, but he's just not experienced, and he's probably showing it.
I mean, he benched Tyler O'Neill, who's a great player, for not hustling or doing something like that on a play where even the Cardinals media said, we don't see where the lack of hustle was. So it's like he's already got issues with a couple of his young players, and it's like, I think that's, and obviously when the manager creates an issue, how do you think that locker room is?
So he's Doc Rivers.
Hello, Joe Girardi, or Doc Rivers or Joe Girardi. But, yeah, so I don't think Goldschmidt's going to be an option.
No.
I think the most logical option is Cody Bellinger. 308, 12 homers, 2.5 WAR. Resurrected his career in Chicago all of a sudden.
Could he take the pressure, though?
Dude, he played in L.A., dude. He won an MVP in L.A.
know,
Don't
I'm
give me that.
fucking
Can he
around.
take that? What
I'm
pressure?
fucking around.
There is no pressure, dude.
No,
Give
but
me a break.
I mean, going from the Cubs to the Phillies, that's a pretty big jump.
I mean, is it? I mean, like, dude, who cares? Dude, first of all, he's high as fuck all the time. As,
Yeah,
as
of
the
course.
memes
Allegedly.
as the memes suggest.
Allegedly.
Yeah, dude. But he honestly does look fucking fried all the
Is
time.
this a baseball thing that Taylor knows about, actually?
Do you know about the Cody Bellinger thing?
That I know the name. I don't know anything about him though.
Oh,
I was
He
really
was on.
hoping.
He was on the team that won it all. Yeah.
The Dodger team that won it all?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Mickey Mouse championship?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, he
Yep,
was
the
there.
Justin Turner COVID chip.
The Justin Turner.
Oh yeah, Justin. Yeah, I
Dude,
remember that.
They
yeah.
announced, Justin Turner left because he tested positive
Yep.
for COVID.
But
They
we
win.
did let him come back out on the
He
field
can't-
because
he comes
why
back
not?
on the field and touches the trophy.
Kisses
That is
it, licks,
that is being
licks
passed
it.
around to children and just Justin Turner putting everybody's life on the line over there.
and none of those guys were vaccinated either.
Oh no!
In LA?
Shot.
In
No,
LA?
No,
shot.
just in general,
Just-
it's
I mean,
baseball.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
okay.
No way, man. I mean,
You
I'd be
couldn't do
shocked.
shit in LA without a shot, though.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah,
they
but I'm
found
sure,
a way.
you know.
They found a way.
Money talks, Taylor. Money talks.
I mean, if Justin Turner's vaccinated, I'd be shocked.
They got salt water injected into their veins.
Although now he probably is vaccinated because he plays in the AL East, has to travel to Toronto. So, yeah, that probably forced him to do it.
Yeah, but COVID's over, so he doesn't have to worry about it now.
But you go grab a Cody Bellinger who may or may not be vaccinated, and I don't give a fuck either way unless we play the Blue
Hey, I
Jays.
mean, Alec Boehm, probably Bryce Harper, and
100%
Aaron Nola,
Bryce
all
Harper.
unvaccinated.
100%.
And JT Realmuto. Some of our best players are
Yeah.
unvaccinated.
Well, hopefully
Makes you think.
Hopefully Lane Thomas is vaccinated.
Speaking of making you think, are we going to talk about the movie Seamus saw last?
Is it that slow of a podcast day today?
No,
You're
not yet. I just
you're-
want to make sure we're
No,
getting.
no, you already ruined it. You already ruined it.
No, what else is in the trade deadline?
Ty now thinks this is a bad show. It's actually a phenomenal show. You caught us on a bad day. What can I say?
You said it was going to be good because Vince isn't here.
Well, dude, you ruined it.
No, I was just asking.
The
for
show's
getting to it.
already over. It's over. I'm sorry from the Nosebleeds fans out there and Niall.
Quickest show ever.
It is over. No, but in all seriousness, we'll talk about that movie if you want me to talk about the movie. And you want to risk my relationship with my father being forever severed.
He doesn't listen.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, if he did, he already would have severed it with you years ago.
If my dad ever stumbled upon this podcast, I don't know if
He doesn't know how to find a podcast.
No.
I feel like he definitely does.
I don't know if he would
There's
ever.
probably some crazy right-wing podcasts.
No,
he
he's not a
listens to.
podcast guy.
Yeah, but he knows how to get on YouTube. That's
He's
the
a,
other
he's
thing.
a he's a not unlike his son. He's a radio guy. He's a but he's more of the
Rush
weird,
Limbaugh on the radio.
Yeah, he's one of those weird radio guys. Like it's like you got to turn on the AM dial and go to like 1210. Yeah, that's
AM.
bad. That's bad. Once you hit, if you're listening to talk radio on an AM dial,
That's horrendous.
you're fucked. You're absolutely just
Yeah,
fucked.
that's terrible.
In fact, that's a good way to weed out people in your life. Hey, did you ever listen to AM radio?
With the
Like
exception of
post-
WIP.
Post. That's what I'm saying.
Or I mean, not WIP.
Post 2013 or whatever.
Fuck, why can't I think of the name
Well,
of
there
it?
used to be normal shit on AM.
No, I know. I'm trying to think. What's the fucking news one?
KYW.
12?
Yes, KYW.
KYW.
But aren't
News
they-
radio. 1060. No, it's still 1060 on the AM dial.
Shout out to
1210.
shout out Francisco.
1210, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but dude, there's. I thought they were FM now. Ty, are they FM now? The KYW?
They're AM and FM now.
Oh, they're
Oh,
both.
they got
They're
both.
a
Okay.
hybrid. See, all right, so you.
Much like a lot of people's work situations nowadays.
Yeah, AM.
Unlike yours.
Unlike mine. Unlike mine. Wow. Now I'm really depressed. Now I'm really depressed.
I mean, imagine if your boss let you make pizza from home.
That would be sick. But how would they get it? Would they just send like the driver to come out and
Yeah,
pick it up?
yes.
Hey, Seamus has got an order ready. Oh, Seamus has another order ready. They would need like 30 drivers. That's just an absolutely
What would your
horrendous
dad
idea.
think about you slinging pizza out of the house?
Bro,
with
he'd
that
probably
long?
fucking love it. He'd get free pizza all the time.
I would force my dad to goddamn learn. I would make him learn how to make a goddamn pizza.
You'd turn him into a child slave. I mean, a slave.
No, I would no, dude. I would pay him.
You would?
Yeah, I would pay him.
Are you sure?
I would pay him at least $15 an hour if he did a good job.
At least 15.
I'm not going to let the
That's not
family
a
stuff
livable
get
wage.
involved. See, you have to learn how a small business runs. If you're family, it doesn't matter. Once you're in that building, you're just a coworker.
I'm not gonna lie. I just completely zoned out when you were talking.
Well, you're just a coworker. You can't give special treatment just because they're family. But I will give special treatment to Blake Snell. How about that for a segue? How about that for a segue,
I
Taylor?
love it, yeah.
Remember Blake Snell?
No.
He ruined
He's
Bryce
the one
Harper's
that
season last
destroyed
year.
Bryce's finger last year.
Well, I'll tell you
I
what.
don't even know what team he plays for.
The Padres.
Padres.
The disastrous Padres.
That's
He
what's in.
also was not allowed to pitch in Philadelphia during the playoffs because they were afraid that the environment would affect him too much.
Yeah, well, listen.
So
He-
basically, he's a massive pussy.
Yeah, but it's all right. He could be my prima donna with a 2.71 ERA.
Oh, you want him?
Yeah, I want him.
Yeah,
Dude,
I-
can
I
you
just,
imagine? Just think real quick, Pat. And Taylor, if you're interested.
No.
A rotation of Wheeler, Nola, Snell in the playoffs. Wheeler, Nola.
You're forgetting Ranger. our best pitcher.
Fuck that, dude.
Don't let Sean hear you say that.
I know, because Philadelphia has this weird obsession with mid players.
Who is our
And
best player
I'm not
in
saying
June?
Rangers mid. I'm saying that Ranger has not
No,
developed.
it's mid.
Ranger Suarez has not developed into ace status yet. Like I hear every Philadelphia Phillies fan
No,
say.
he hasn't.
He
I
just
agree with you
hasn't.
there, but he's still probably our
He's
number
been
2 pitcher.
He's been phenomenal, but I'm just saying a playoff rotation, if you acquire a Blake Snell, if you acquire a Marcus Stroman at the deadline, would be Wheeler, Nola, insert acquisition. That's what it would be. And it would be Ranger as your 4, or Ranger. Look at how we used Ranger Suarez last year.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the bullpen in certain situations in the playoffs to clinch the
Because he's got ice in his
clinch
veins.
the pennant.
Because he's got ice in his veins, baby.
So, but that's the good thing about Ranger Suarez. If you acquire a decent pitcher, which I'm not even sure they're going to acquire a pitcher.
yeah,
because,
I doubt it.
listen, Christopher Sanchez, man, he's been getting the
He's
job
been
done,
fine.
dude.
Yeah, I mean, he's
giving you
better than Bailey Falter.
He's
We'll
giv-
put
yeah,
it that way.
dude, he's giving you 6
Bailey
innings.
Falter?
Yeah, you don't remember him from last year?
No.
Did you miss the entire show last year? Okay, that's cool.
I
Do
did.
you remember Nick Nelson?
Oh God,
No.
I
No.
hope
He
you
was
don't
the
remember
guy.
that
He was. I don't know if you saw pictures of when they were celebrating.
He's a hate the
ALCS.
face.
He was smoking
time.
a Newport cigarette in
Oh,
the
I
fucking
definitely,
locker room.
I definitely missed that. Shit.
That reminds me of my days at Roman, where like upperclassmen would try to sell me Newport Lucy's. I got
How much?
50 cents
Ooh, that's a bargain
for
now.
2 though.
Yeah.
50 cents for 2
Oh,
for
that's
2
cheap.
Lucy's.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I never accepted because I was afraid of nicotine back in the day.
Now
Back in
look
the
at
day.
you. Look
And-
at
and
oh
now-
how they grow up.
Well, then I started drinking and discovered nicotine, and I was like, well, this is orgasmic, for lack of a better term. But, yeah.
Jesus.
And
So-
now you have a crippling addiction.
All that to say, Juan Soto, you are a Philly. Yes. Juan Soto.
Actually, though, there were some prominent Philly sports figures, if you want to call them that,
Yeah, thank you for leading me into that.
disagreed completely with that.
So I had to listen to Larry Anderson call into WIP today.
You had to.
I did. I had
Gun
to.
to your head.
I had to listen to it. And poor Jack Fritz, because he had to sit through this nonsense that was spewing out of a Phillies legend's mouth. And it's hard for him in that situation to, argue with him, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But Larry Anderson literally said, I don't want Juan Soto near this team. Why?
And Ben
Why?
Davis.
Oh,
Ben Davis earlier in the day said the same thing.
Why anyone takes that guy seriously, I
I
have
mean,
no idea.
100%. Washed
But-
up catcher.
Dude.
Was never good, by
All
the way.
right, I'll touch on the Larry Anderson thing after I touch, since you brought Ben Davis up. Ben Davis said that, oh, yeah, he's a bad, I don't want him. It's pretty much the same thing Larry said. I don't want him
Yeah.
anywhere near it. Doesn't look like he hustles. Doesn't look like he's a good teammate. And it's like, if you're going to take Ben Davis's opinion on a guy that plays in San Diego, when Ben Davis has been out of the major leagues for, 20 years,
Mhm.
maybe longer. I don't know. Maybe it was less.
Was he ever really in the major leagues?
I mean, yeah, he was on the Padres, so he must know everything about every member of the Padres. But when you have guys like this who are not even involved in baseball anymore, like with regards to being there
Yeah.
in the moment, in locker rooms, he's not even a reporter. If he was a reporter and was in the San Diego Padres locker room or in the Washington Nationals locker room when Soto was there, I'd be like, all right, I'll listen to that. However, he wasn't.
No,
He
not even
is-
remotely close.
He looks like a superhero on the Phillies pre and post game show, right? Like that's all he does. So for him,
Wait, you think he actually looks like a superhero?
I think he does. Yeah, he looks like a cartoon character, I guess. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's more accurate.
but
I'd
he's
say.
big. He's big.
He looks like one of the Roblox characters.
He does, but
Or
he's
he's
like
got the fucking big blockhead.
he's husky though, so I could see him
Would it
being
would it change your mind if he went to Malvern Prep?
not at all because he.
I mean, that
brings
makes
it
it
up.
worse, and he brings it up all
He
the time.
brings it up every chance he has.
And his
Oh,
son
I went to Malvern
actually
Prep.
is at Malvern right now, and apparently just got selected to be on Team USA.
And you found that out in the third inning of a Phillies
Yes, I
game.
did.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Yeah, let's go. Bill.
John Kruk was talking about it.
I mean, at least
Oh,
Kruk.
Kruk,
At least
okay.
Kruk gives you some humor with it.
Yeah, I mean, Kruk's sitting there. He's like, yeah, he's better than you, Ben. It's like, yeah, everybody's better than Ben.
And it's
So-
like, oh wait, he's better than the guy that sabotaged a perfect game with a bunt. That's your guy. But anyway, he seems like a nice guy. I don't know.
No,
I don't,
fuck him. He's
I
an
don't
asshole.
care. But his opinion on Juan Soto is horrendous. I mean,
yeah,
and I've
naturally.
noticed that everyone that shares this opinion of Juan Soto, which is completely made up, that he's this locker room issue, that he's this guy that doesn't hustle, that he's this guy that has no work ethic, they all come from boomers.
Yes.
All right, and
Which is why I'm surprised you don't agree with them, honestly.
well, dude, because I'm not dumb. Like I look at Juan Soto and I say that is a generational talent.
Mhm.
That is a generational hitter at 24 years old.
And now Big Poppy lives next to him and down in
Well, how the hell do
DR?
you know that?
the All-Star game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's all they talked about for like 3 innings.
Even I knew that.
I was drunk off my ass during that All-Star game. But, yeah, because I was worried that somehow Kimbrel was going to get injured, which he didn't. But anyway, it's all these boomers that are saying Juan Soto's bad and all this and that. And it's like none of these guys are in the majors right now.
Yeah.
None of these guys have played like post-2006.
None of them have a pulse on Soto at all.
But that's the thing.
Like, let's be honest.
But all of these guys have something in common, and it's that they get paid to comment on baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're doing a disservice by going out of their way, because I think that there's no way that you've been in the game for this long and you can't recognize greatness.
Mm-hmm.
It is absolute insanity that they're going to take hearsay, because that's what it is. It's hearsay.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to say that Juan Soto should come nowhere near the Phillies.
Well, also, I mean, there's also another common theme with these people. They tend the two people that we're specifically talking about are pretty much known to be right-wing lunatics.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure that always helps.
that probably plays a little bit of a role in it there.
Oh, yeah, shocker there. But, like, regardless of that,
Yeah.
regardless of how crazy they may be, you have to objectively look at a baseball player like Juan Soto
Mm-hmm.
and say, why wouldn't anyone want him on your team? And it's the people that get offended by the whole flashy thing, the whole Ricky
Yeah.
Henderson thing, who, by the way, was the coolest baseball player in the world because he was a little show-offish.
I know
and
Ricky
because
Henderson.
he was good.
I definitely know Ricky
Oh,
Henderson.
breaking. Taylor
That's
has
my
heard
wheelhouse,
of Ricky
baby.
Henderson. Taylor
The only
knows
the only
who one of the
baseball
most famous baseball players ever is.
the only baseball guy that had fun.
Did you ever hear? You never heard of Ty Cobb? Did you ever hear of him? Did you
No.
ever? He actually hasn't. Wow. So he
Wait, are
actually
you dead ass?
he actually hasn't. All right. So
we had this conversation like months ago.
well, then
Dude,
you
I
have
don't
heard of
remember
Ty
it.
Cobb.
Only because of you, so not
I don't
really.
remember
That's
talking to you about Ty
insane.
Cobb.
I also don't remember.
Have you ever heard
talking
of
to you
Barry
about
Oh wait,
Bonds?
no, that was Rojas. I was doing that.
Are
not
you who?
Rojas?
Francisco?
Yes.
Don't ever confuse me with Francisco Rojas. I don't even know how you.
I mean,
could
you're
confuse-
both baseball dorks.
How could,
What do you mean? You're both baseball dorks. It's not that hard.
I just don't understand how I could ever be confused with Francisco.
You're
But whatever.
Ray-Ban wearing baseball dorks.
He does not. If Francisco has Ray-Bans, they are 100% fake.
Just like your jersey.
Fake Ray-Bans. That's what Francisco Rojas is parading around in. It's the fake Ray-Bans. Love the kid, but there's no way he's buying real Ray-Bans. I just don't believe.
And you are.
Okay, I could say a bunch. I could say a bunch of shit right now, but I'm not going to do it. Not going to expose the.
Are
homies.
yours taped together?
I'm not going to.
No, he got a new pair, I think, actually. Or that could be an old pair. I don't know.
These are fine. These Ray-Bans are fine. All right, they're fine.
Deflect much?
I'm just saying, like, I'm offended that I'm in the same sentence as Francisco.
Why?
I think, yeah, because
He's great.
yeah, he's great. But, I texted him. I texted him a couple
Ah,
times.
here we
No,
go.
yeah,
yeah, Texted him a
yeah,
couple-
it comes out.
Yep.
Texted him a couple times over the last month. No
He
response.
big timed him.
And I've been there for him. I've been there for him in times of trouble. All right, I've been there for him.
You were his Mother Mary.
No, we just went to Miller's a couple times and talked about baseball.
Be careful, Ty.
And I
Yeah, he's going to ask you out to lunch soon.
Ty, you want to go to Miller's after the show? I'm kind of hungry, and I could use a beer.
He needs a ride too.
Just don't ghost me. Just don't ghost me after I text you and say, hey, you want to do that again? But Francisco, you're welcome on the show anytime. He's welcome on the show anytime. But, it'd be nice to hear from him.
Oh, man.
So all that to say, Taylor, you don't know who Ty Cobb or Barry Bonds is?
Who's Barry Bonds?
You're not familiar
Oh,
with
the Kanye song, yeah.
Sure. Sure, Taylor. Do you know who Greg Luzinski is?
The bull.
You actually don't?
No.
You were alive when Greg Luzinski, because you're what, 45? When Greg Luzinski was hitting homers for the Phillies. You were alive for that. You don't remember?
Sure.
Did you ever hear of Bull's Barbecue at Citizens Bank Park?
No.
Are you kidding me?
No.
It's the best
Dude,
food
it
they
like
have
just
down
started.
there. No, it
Dude,
didn't. It's
if
been
it-
there for 10 years at
No,
least.
I thought it just
10
started.
years
So.
at least.
If it wasn't 07 to 13, it didn't
That-
Oh, wait. I'm thinking of the
the.
Coca-Cola corner thing.
Yeah,
They
dude,
just started this
I'm
year.
not talking about the Coca-Cola corner.
Well, he runs that, too.
That's Fugazi. I don't like Coca-Cola corner. I do want to try the Schmitter, though. I heard the Schmitter is, like, fucking insane.
And go get it.
I can't.
Why?
I can't. I'm afraid
Do you have
to try it.
something
No, they
bad
say it's like,
with people named Schmidt or something?
no.
You don't
they-
like Mike Schmidt?
I mean, I think he's a horrible announcer for what it's worth. I think he's terrible.
I love him
Why?
because it's Mike Schmidt.
He doesn't bring anything of substance to the
I don't
table.
care. It's Mike Schmidt.
It's just like, oh, yeah, here's Garrett Stubbs. You know, he's a good backup. And that's pretty much all he says.
That's great.
But whatever. Sundays with Schmidt. Got to make it a thing because it's Mike Schmidt. But
So
anyway.
wait, is that why you bought the Sunday ticket package? So you didn't
So
have to
I
listen to
didn't
Mike
have to listen
Schmidt?
to Mike
Wow.
Schmidt.
Oh, it all
This
makes
goes
sense
deep.
now.
I think subconsciously that's why.
Oh.
I used to dread his broadcasts. Just absolutely dread them. And I respect Mike Schmidt, the Philadelphia Philly. Not a big Mike Schmidt, the broadcaster.
Well, it's
guy.
because he doesn't have the stash anymore.
You couldn't watch a game on mute?
Yeah, I could, but then I would have to turn up Fransky in L.A. Well, L.A. no more.
Or
I'll have to
music?
figure out how to mute him
You
out.
could put on music.
I could put on music, but I don't know. It takes away from the whole ambiance.
Yeah, you can't hear the crack of the bat.
And I keep score of every game I watch.
He does.
Yeah.
He has a score.
I buy score books.
No, he doesn't.
score-
Oh, he
yeah.
dead
How
ass
did I
does.
not know this?
I keep
before?
score.
We
of
talked
every
about
game.
this before.
Every game.
You
Oh,
were
yeah.
here. He brought it with him the one time. Remember? He took it out of his
this is vaguely
backpack.
I
coming
usually-
back to me.
See, this is why.
This
I'm,
is why you're a baseball
no,
dork.
I'm way more of a
This is
baseball
a-
dork than Francisco could ever dream of being.
Wow.
All right?
What, you think Francisco doesn't have a book of scorecards? too?
No shot. He keeps score. No way.
Why do you keep score?
Because it's fun and it keeps me interested in the game, and I
Okay.
feel like I'm the manager.
Not your bullshit parlays.
I've stopped doing that.
He has. No, he has.
Because you've been getting slaughtered.
No, because
Yes.
I was betting on Bryce Harper every game to hit a home
You're
run
such
because
a
I was like, this is
sucker.
coming, this is coming.
You are such a sucker.
And then like 3 days before before he hit the home run, I stopped. And then naturally he hits one. So
You lost so much money. I know it.
no. I'm very responsible, man. I'm very responsible. With the gambling, I'm responsible to an extent.
There it is. There it is. There's always a catch.
I went
The fact that
dude.
you bet on Harper to hit a home run for
Every
how many
fucking game.
for
How many games in a row?
consecutive games?
How many games in a row?
I started
That's not a good answer so far.
I don't know. It was probably 3 weeks.
How much money each time?
I wouldn't go over $10.
That's still a lot of money for
Yeah,
3
that's
weeks.
Yeah, that's a lot. I think I spent way too much money on that.
I knew exactly how he was going to gamble.
All for Bryce. And you told me, you said, don't ever bet on your hometown teams. And
Especially
dude.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know how much money the fucking Sixers lost me?
Well, that you should have known better from
Yeah,
that.
I
It
mean,
was fucking jackasses.
it's a doc. That was a doc-led team. You should have
then
never even touched it.
I have to look at Twitter. Oh, James Harden took down his Sixers stuff from his. Who gives a fuck, dude? Who cares? Who cares about James
I
Harden?
honestly can't wait for him to go.
I
at this
can't
point,
either.
I'm
But the
just,
only
like,
problem
over it.
is he's gonna start the season here. He's gonna start the season
That'd be
here,
so
and he's
sick.
gonna
That
be.
would be kind
That'd
of
be
funny.
so
He's
fucking
gonna
sick.
be.
not gonna lie.
He's gonna be a disaster.
I want to see him with the fat suit. I want to see
Yeah.
it.
You're not getting.
I
fat
don't
suit.
fucking care what the Sixers do this year, so let's fucking ride.
Yes.
Let's see him with the
Yes.
full ensemble.
Chaos.
You're not getting fat suit, but you're gonna get a disgruntled James Harden.
Yeah, so fat suit.
who won't.
He's
get
gonna
in-
walk in looking like Eddie Murphy with
He-
the
well,
prosthetics on the first day.
Yeah,
Whole
no, you
wa-
professor.
I don't know. He'll walk in out of shape though. I don't think it's gonna be fat suit Harden, but he's gonna be out of shape. He's not gonna try. It's gonna just
Hopefully, yeah,
be a disaster
yeah.
because quite
I'm looking forward to it.
quite
Honestly,
frankly, the Clippers said that Terrence Mann apparently
is off the table for
is
them,
off the table.
and they don't want to give up PG or Kawhi, obviously, because they want to pair them with James Harden.
And Fraud Maury's on the radio giving an interview saying, "Oh yeah, listen, if it's not
Me and
a
James
deal,
kissed and made up last night.
if it's not a deal that we can that makes sense for both sides, he's staying. He's not going anywhere." So
Yeah, we'll see how that works out.
I just don't.
I think the funniest part to me was the Shams report that their relationship is fractured beyond a point of return.
I mean, dude.
He said something to like that extent, and I was like, that is just insane.
So James Harden, James Harden's that greedy. He
Yes,
is
of
that
course he
much
is.
of a diva that I've been saying for years, and I got laughed at. But then I brought into the Harden thing because he's a Sixer now, and like he's got the beard, and he's always had the beard, but he's doing.
Well, actually, he didn't know.
no, I know.
When he was at Arizona State, there was one year he didn't, and he looked
he
insane.
looked insane
Yeah,
without the
he
beard.
looked like a homeless person.
Looked crazy. Looked
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
His chin takes up majority of where the beard is.
It kind of hurts me though on a personal note because I was hoping it would be a fine relationship here, that he
Mhm.
would stay,
Well, I mean, it was.
that he would get an invitation
then-
from the Nosebleeds, and then I would then invite him to come out to Lou Turks with me. And I just envisioned myself going to the strip club with James Harden. I envisioned myself finding a way to do that, but looks like it's not going to happen.
I guess you're gonna have to do it in LA now.
I
since-
guess.
I mean, you have to root for him.
I'm
next
not rooting
year.
for him. I'm not.
Oh,
rooting
so you're
for
just
him.
you might as well just shave your head now.
That bet's
You wanna
over.
just shave it bald.
That-
No.
That
We
bet's-
never said for the Sixers
No,
though.
we
That's
did.
true.
though.
You said no. You didn't. You said James Harden will be top 3 in MVP
that was
voting
just to
next
get
year.
Vince mad.
Yeah, but you made the bet. You shook on it.
Did we shake?
Yes,
Yes.
you did.
Well, looks like I'm doing it. Looks like I'm, unless James Harden finally gets his
I can't wait to
his
see
wish
cue ball,
No.
Seamus.
Listen, no. Here's what could happen. I'm going to talk myself into this. James Harden's going to go to L.A. finally, to his hometown, and he's going to go fucking crazy. You're going to get Rockets Harden, and he's going to win. He's going to finish top 3 in MVP.
There's no possible
And then
way
I
he would
win
do
the
that.
bet.
You know what's actually going to happen? He is going to go there. Kawhi and PG are going to get hurt halfway through the year. And then he's going to request a trade just like he did with Brooklyn because he's the only one playing.
If James Harden requests another trade like that soon,
It would be fucking hysterical.
I don't think he would.
Where
do
would he
that.
want to go? Phoenix?
No, he would go
Can
want to
you
play.
imagine?
He would want to go play with Kyrie and Luka. That's where he would go.
That'd be so interesting to see.
That would be-
how the hell that would even.
That would be fucking crazy.
I can't even see it. No,
I
he'd
could
go
see
to.
it.
No, I can't because like Luka is already better than him, and he's pretty much like the
So-
same.
Yes.
So what you're
Like-
saying is,
Yes, he's
what you're saying
Rockets
is-
Harden now,
no,
Yes.
he would go to New York and play with Julius Randle
and Joel Embiid.
and Joel
Yeah.
Embiid. That'd be sick.
Seamus would be fucking in heaven.
I love Julius Randle.
Yeah, I know you do.
Why?
I don't know.
There's no reasonable like
Like the
there's
guy.
no reason you should like
He
him.
was
I'm a-
garbage in the
I'm a
playoffs.
Julius Randle. He was hurt, first of all. He was playing through an injury.
He was.
Yeah.
I'll give him that,
I'm
but
a
he
Ju-
was still fucking terrible.
Yeah, well, I mean, what do you
Like,
expect? The guy, the guy's got.
I mean, Joel Embiid, like, I don't get me wrong, I'm mad at the guy right now, but still.
mad at
he
the
was-
guy. That's not even the word.
But
mad
like,
at the guy.
but I mean, I've seen like Embiid play way better on one leg.
Well, Embiid's
So-
Embiid. Julius Randle is Julius Randle. I'm
Yeah,
not saying.
you wanted him for MVP last year.
I like. No, I didn't. No, I did not.
Thank God Embiid got an MVP, right?
Yeah, I mean, cool. He got MVP. That's great.
That's what everybody wanted.
Yeah, that's what everybody wanted. And then he pulls this fucking nonsense. Oh, if it's here or somewhere else, I win a championship.
I still think that the funniest part about the whole MVP saga is that they just got manhandled in the game that he got the MVP in,
Yeah, I know.
and I was
Well,
there,
That's so
and
natural.
it was fucking terrible.
that was naturally going to happen. Keith
shouldn't
Pompey.
have.
I told you the story about Keith Pompey. What he said. He said.
yeah.
He said he was so relaxed before that game, so happy, and like he's usually like very serious,
Mhm.
like on game days, and like very
Yeah.
like, won't talk to
No,
anyone.
as soon as that report came out, I was like, oh, okay. So
I was like,
yeah.
this is a drubbing.
I didn't really care because it was Cinco de Mayo and I was drunk as fuck at that game.
Oh, a Cinco de Mayo playoff game. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was. I was very drunk.
That sounds
Uh,
good though.
Yeah, I almost pissed my pants on the Broad Street line. I'm
Well,
not
you
gonna
have
lie.
to. I mean, that's a Cinco de Mayo Sixers tradition. It's pissing your pants on the Broad Street line.
All the cool kids are doing it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at Taylor.
Cinco Siete,
Cinco de Drinko.
What? Taylor, what do you say?
10-9-8-76.
I don't ever want to hear that song again. I never want to hear that
Diaz.
song. I hate that song. I fucking hate that song. I hate that team. Hate the organization. Don't like them at all. Just don't care about them. I really don't. Dude, your third best player on the roster is
I mean,
Furkan Korkmaz.
You were only a fan for like a year anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fraud.
Well, you could see why I wasn't a fan. It's a disaster being a Sixers fan.
Imagine being a Phillies fan.
Well, you did miss the best year though, 2019.
Hey, did you know that the Phillies actually got to a championship? They got there. Did you know that? When's the last time the Sixers got to a finals? When?
2001.
Yeah. And they choked it away.
Aren't the Phillies the most losing franchise in baseball?
Yes.
Oh. Weird.
Now he's gonna get mad that you brought up the past.
Bro, Taylor,
He
He'd actually mentioned it
you
earlier.
always have this way of like getting under my skin, and it's a cute little bit that you got going on, but this time it feels personal. It feels extremely personal.
Why?
It does. It feels very personal that you're going to attack the baseball team when they're the only relevant team in the goddamn city by a mile.
Well,
What?
Well, besides the Eagles, who cares about the Eagles? They're always
Who cares about the
They're
Eagles?
always successful. Is what
I
I'm
can't
saying.
wait for fucking football
It is
season.
guaranteed
Oh
that
my
the
God.
Eagles are going to be there in the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Flyers, Sixers,
Yeah, nobody
Phillies.
cares.
The Phillies are the most dominant out of those three, which isn't saying anything. That's all I'm trying
Exactly.
to say.
Yes.
But don't shit on the baseball team. Let me live right now. I'm talking myself into a division winner. A division winner. I'm talking myself into beating Ronald Acuna and all those guys up there or down there in Atlanta. That's what I'm talking about. I'm in that frame of mind. 9.5 back. Second place. We just overtook your Marlins in the standings. I'm feeling good. I don't want to talk
Well, they're
about
not
the
his
wild card.
Marlins.
I don't want to talk about the wild card. I want to talk about the division. That's what I want to talk about. And winning it. Because fuck the Braves. Fuck that whole loser fucking team. This is the Phillies division. All right,
Is it, Pat?
put that in your pipe and smoke it.
It could be with the right formula, with the Braves like just having half their team get hurt. Yes, it could be.
But I don't understand. Okay, 9.5 games back in July seems like a lot. I know we're almost.
It is.
in
A lot.
Is it really?
It is a lot.
It is a lot. However, a lot of things could go right for us. A lot of things could go right for us. Listen,
and even more could go wrong.
no, it's not this year, man. Don't put that energy out there, bro.
Could they make it to the World Series again?
They could. Sure, they
I
could.
mean, you could say that about anybody too.
Yeah. All right.
No, except for like
The
know,
Mets.
the Mets.
The Mets, by the way, are what, like 17.5 games back now?
They're
Something
actually,
like that?
yes.
I think
but
they actually are. I
they're
checked
going on
earlier.
a bit of a roll right now. 6-4 in their last 10.
Oh,
So-
and as of
Hang on.
today, they're still 17.5 games
Watch
back.
out.
By
Watch
the
out,
way,
Phils.
By
And
the
that's
way,
from the wild card, I'm pretty sure. I don't think that's from the division.
last night they were up like 9-0 on the White Sox.
Mm-hmm.
They won 11-10
I mean, that sounds like what
At
the Phillies
home.
did.
at Citi Field.
You remember?
No, I'm
You
saying
remember what the Phillies did last year? They were
Yeah.
up 7-0
Yeah,
in the
but they
ninth
hung-
inning, and
but
they
the Mets
lost
hung-
8-7.
the Mets hung on. But all I'm trying to say is the Mets are kind of playing better baseball now,
Yeah, but I don't think it's.
but
gonna
they're
make a
still horrendous.
They're just trying to sell at the deadline and be over and done with this. So-
Wait, do you think Cohen's
Daddy
gonna,
Steve wants some of his money
you think
back.
Cohen's going to sell?
I mean, he literally said to the fans, "We might be sellers at the deadline."
Who's he going to sell?
Lindor.
I don't know about that.
So he's
man.
kill out.
Lindor? I don't know about that. I could see Pete maybe.
Maybe.
And by the way, if they become sellers and Pete Alonso all of a sudden becomes available, give me Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso.
Give me Pete Alonso.
that's
all
why I'm
day.
not trying to say it right
Can't
now. I know
wait
you're
for
gonna
Pete
fucking make fun of
Alonso
me.
to be Phil.
Give me Pete Alonso, man. Give me Pete Alonso.
Nah, but
He's
also
a better.
I just,
listen,
I'd have to.
Pete Alonso and Schwartz.
he's a better defensive first baseman than Reese, a Butcher Hoskins. over there at
Schwarbombs and the
first
polar
base.
bear.
And by the way, if we got Pete Alonso, here's the selfish reason why I want to acquire a first baseman like Goldschmidt or Alonso. Give me any ex-first baseman.
Because you don't want Reese.
I want to see the tweets coming out of the Reese Hoskins.
Number one Phillies
cult.
boy.
Oh my God, they're gonna go crazy. Reese, you got to give him one more year. My
gonna miss
Reese's
you.
Pieces, my number one Phillies boy. Yeah, well, guess what? He's gonna become probably a superstar in like Oakland or Las Vegas or something. But let that happen. I don't give a shit. Just don't bring him back.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if anything, they'd bring him back on like a 1-year deal.
Oh, they
or,
will.
Like, prove it.
They
deal.
will because he's Mr. Philly. Mr. Philly. Mr. Philly. Why? Why exactly is he Mr. Philly? I
Because
don't
he
even
was here when
he
we were
was
losing.
here.
He's a homegrown guy.
Zach Eflin was
One
here.
of us.
Aaron Nola was here. Both of those guys. Well, first of all, we didn't even bring back Zach Eflin. Second of all, Aaron Nola gets constantly shit on by the entire fan base. I'm not saying it's not warranted, but if you say one bad thing about Reese Hoskins, they're coming for your family.
Yeah, but it's because he's got a dog and
He's got a golden retriever.
He's got a dog and-
you know, he's like, his name's Reese. I guess that helps out with it. Oh, Reese.
it's unique.
I guess it's unique. And he's got the laid back Sacramento attitude, which is fine, but it's like, yeah, he hit the bat slam or whatever, the bat flip.
Yeah, but that
and
was only recent.
slammed it in the ground. But this cult started
That's what I'm saying.
when
Like,
he got called up. Let's put it that way.
yeah, because people thought he was the next Ryan Howard.
And I'll tell you this. I was a member of that cult when he hit a home run every fucking night for
Yeah,
2
you were.
weeks.
You fucking loved him back
We
in the
all
day.
did.
That's why. No, but I just remember like you were really obsessed with him. And
No,
I
I
think
wouldn't say
you
that.
were. You were. Dude, you wanted him for like the next 13 years on this team.
No,
You
no,
wanted
no.
him to get like a Bryce Harper deal.
No, I didn't. I never said that. I just
You probably did.
I didn't. I just enjoyed him hitting home runs when he did.
And then I remember like pretty vividly the switch. I think we were at Barnes one night and you just looked at me and you were like, Reese Hoskins fucking sucks.
Well, yeah, because the guy, listen, and I say that out of anger sometimes. Oh, the guy sucks. Do I mean that?
Yes.
No, sort of.
yes. yes,
But-
you do.
I understand he's a productive offensive player if you look at his
Sometimes.
overall numbers. All right?
Sometimes.
He gives you the on-base percentage. He gives you 30 home runs a year. Do I think the Phillies are missing that this year? Yes, because they're middle of the pack in the league, towards the bottom of the league in home runs this year. However,
But they're better than last year.
yes, they are better than last year at this point.
So what does that tell you?
I don't know. It tells me that Trey Turner's minimal production has helped them.
And they'd be first in the division if he didn't fucking suck.
Kyle Schwarber turning it on offensively, power-wise, has helped them. You know,
Bryce Harper
Nick
actually.
Castellanos being an all-star has extremely
Yes.
helped them.
Harper, even though he doesn't really have his power right now, is still finding ways to help them.
Oh,
I mean, he's a hitting machine. He's on another 6-game
It's
hit
over
streak
300
right
again. It's
Yeah.
like, I mean, the guy's wakes up in the middle of his sleep, whatever. He's hitting. He's hitting for
Yeah.
he's hitting for average. But the Rhys Hoskins thing, yes, I understand. Good power hitter. Horrendous
okay power hitter.
defensive player. Horrendous defensive player.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I bring that up on Twitter, the mob comes after me. The Rhys Hoskins mob comes after me. What do you have personally against Rhys Hoskins? Literally nothing. Nothing personally. Great guy, awesome charity guy, really cool dude, actually. Like, nice, genuine guy.
Yeah, I just despise him as a player.
You know who else is a really nice guy? Derek Hall. Really nice guy.
I want to shoot him.
Sucks.
I'm not gonna lie, I would shoot him.
He
Give him a
sucks.
chance.
He
Like,
sucks.
watching him
He
fucking
stinks.
not catch that ball from Stott last night.
It reminded me of Rhys Hoskins.
Well, but also it pained me. It genuinely pained me to watch that happen. It's like, man, you like I don't understand.
But that's my point,
Like,
dude.
it's literally just a throw
That's my point.
directly to you.
Whenever any athlete in this city gets criticized, Jalen Hurts gets criticized. Nobody assumes you're personally against the guy.
Mhm.
He gets criticized all the time for the fumble in the Super Bowl. Nobody says,
Does he?
"Oh, you hate Jalen Hurts." Yeah, he should. I mean, and yes,
mean,
he does.
It was an all-time
Okay.
performance
All
in
right.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, yeah. We know. Bell and the Birdman does not criticize Jalen Hurts' fumble. You guys are the only ones that don't do
I said
that.
he was a stat hog.
Okay, that's fine. But all I'm saying is, when Rhys Hoskins gets criticized, it's always, you're personally against him. And that's why I say he's got a cult. Because that's weird to just assume that about somebody. I mean, I
Pat,
criticize.
who is he like that with players? Seamus like that with?
That was the most convoluted sentence I think I've ever heard come out of your mouth. Say it again.
What player is Seamus like that with? Like cult member?
Colty?
Yeah,
I don't really know.
I don't think
honestly.
there is one.
Tyler Lockett.
Tyler
Oh
Lockett.
yes, 100%, 1,000%.
Okay, I'm not even.
Yeah.
Gonna, I'm not even going to deny it.
Yeah, it's like
I'm not even going to deny it.
it's literally just Tyler Lockett.
If Tyler Lockett walked into this room,
you would get on your knees.
no.
Yeah, you would.
Let's not go that far. But
He wouldn't accept.
I would melt. Well, no, he's a virgin
Yeah, I
until
know.
marriage,
Yeah.
according to his Wikipedia.
You'd be
It's all
trying
out there.
Wait,
I know.
no.
It's all out
You didn't know
That
that?
is not.
You didn't
Yeah.
know that?
No.
Tyler, how did you not know that?
I have studied Tyler Lockett's Wikipedia countless times. That one is
It's
still
part
there.
of his spank bank.
Yeah, he's some sort of radical Christian, I guess.
Oh wait, did he just? Oh
Oh, he got he got the sex. He's gonna suck now.
yeah, Lockett's wedding.
Oh,
no!
no!
He blew his load. He's done.
Well,
Lauren,
now-
Lauren Jackson.
Now,
Done.
guess who's definitely not taking him in fantasy this year for the first time ever? Like for the
You
first
probably
time,
still will.
for the first time since he hasn't entered the league. Since he's entered the league, I mean, I will not take Tyler Lockett.
Wow. Yeah, Tyler Lockett has famously been saving himself for marriage.
Yeah, didn't Carson Wentz do that? And
Yeah,
then he
probably.
banged somebody.
But
and
he
then
did.
We all know what happened.
But he did say that he was thinking about cutting his dick off.
What?
No, that was the Titans coach.
Oh,
No. Carson did something like that too, didn't he?
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Think about cutting my dick off.
No, I think that was just a Titans coach.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. But Ty Lockett is married.
Yeah, look.
Wow,
I can't believe he got married.
I can't believe it, man.
That ruins everything for you. You had a whole plan.
Is his spouse in the photo?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, there she is. She's pretty. Good for him. Well, he's really gonna blow next year. I
D-
guess.
DK Metcalf wore shorts and Air Force Ones.
to
the wedding.
I
Yeah.
Why?
fucking love
Because he's
that
a
guy.
king.
He fucking rules.
That guy can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Hell yeah.
Who the hell-
He put AJ Brown in his top 10 receivers.
Imagine being at that wedding and somebody's like, "Hey, DK, what are you wearing?" Nobody would ever say that. He would destroy that.
Oh, Russell's there. Geno Smith's there.
Dude, him and Russ were really close
Oh,
too. 'cause
wow,
of
his-
Christian
Yeah.
shit.
Wow, his teammates are there. That's shocking.
Not former
Former.
teammate.
Come on.
And former teammate. Geno Smith, definitely going to repeat what he did last year, by the way. 100% doing that. The Seahawks are, they're a.
Did you see their throwback jerseys?
Yeah, they're horrible.
They're so sick. What?
I don't.
They're
like
horrible. They're
Don't like
so sick.
Don't like them. Tower,
Oh my god, they
Tower,
look
pull it up.
gorgeous.
pull up the throwback jerseys. you.
All you got to do is go to Shefty's tweets.
You judge for himself. Oh, you're an Adam Schefter guy.
Well, I mean, I just have him
The
and
blue
Rappaport.
ones or the white ones?
The blue ones.
Nah,
Yeah, I like the blue.
They're
ones.
heat.
Yeah.
They're so cool.
you're capping.
They're fucking awesome. What?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're pretty sick.
Did you see that girl tweeted out? Oh yeah, I'm not sure if these Kelly Green
I sent that
jerseys.
tweet, yes.
Oh yeah. She goes, I'm not sure if these Kelly Green jerseys
That
on
was-
the Wildwood Boardwalk are fake or not.
That was
but
genuinely I saw that this morning. That was one of the first things I saw on Twitter, and I was cracking the fuck up because it's like
Why would Wildwood Beach carnies have like
that,
authentic?
that was my first thing I said. I was
Kelly
like, do
Green
you really
jerseys?
think that beach carnies are fucking or boardwalk carnies are paying for actual authentic jerseys?
If they are, I mean, Wildwood has upgraded since the last time I was.
But also, Dan brought up a great point. He said, "Yeah, the fonts are completely different on the name and the numbers."
That's how you know.
Like, come on, man.
Actually,
Like,
those Seahawks jerseys are
It's
kind of
because
nice.
the helmet's fucking
Yeah.
great.
dude, all of it's sweet.
Yeah, the logo looks.
I'm a big fan of the jerseys, and then they also obviously have the creamsicle Bucks jerseys. The Vikings ones looked fucking whatever. They're just like normal purple jerseys. But I can't wait for the Eagles to come out with theirs. The Kelly Green's a long time coming.
So they're just rolling everything out this week, then I guess.
Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, like historically, the Eagles tend to just fucking wait to do this kind of shit. So it's like they didn't announce the black helmets for forever.
Yeah,
Wait, I have an idea. That's what we need to get Bell and the Birdman to do. We need to get
What?
them to cajole Jeffrey Lurie to announce the black helmets. Just go on this.
The black helmets were last year.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
What else do you want from them then?
Dude,
Kelly
Oh,
Greens.
fuck, I
Kelly
forgot about that. Yeah, because
Jesus
Bro, that's what
Christ.
we were just talking. That
No.
was what sparked everything.
Oh
I have
my
a funny
God.
thing about the black helmets real quick. So the people that
This
are-
doesn't mean that you weren't.
Yo,
we're
listen.
gonna ignore that you weren't listening at all.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Who cares? This show's lost anyway. But we're in a sports group chat where every single jersey / helmet change is dissected, analyzed, and criticized like insanely by you. You're part of it too.
Can you release? Can you release the?
Are we talking about Black
screenshots?
Sunday?
We're talking about every single jersey that's ever been modified. People in that group chat.
Wait, what are we talking about? Eagles jerseys?
It doesn't matter.
specifically?
Period. People are like, oh, I don't like the font on this one.
Oh yeah, because I mean,
like-
if you don't like a jersey, you don't
Yeah,
like a jersey.
Dude, who gives a fuck, dude? Everyone overanalyze. I think that whole thing is stupid.
Like your jersey looks
stupid.
fucking stupid
I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
it does.
I don't care.
because it's got all these pulled threads. It's fake.
So what? I'm wearing it. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't care about that stuff. Like, if the Phillies go out there tomorrow wearing a green jersey with like a red stripe across their chest, I wouldn't care because I don't care about that
Yeah,
stuff.
you would.
I
You
just, I
totally
just pulled
would.
a red thread.
I think that's an overrated debate. Like, oh, this jersey's cool. That jersey's not. Like, I don't.
I mean,
I don't care enough about
We
it. where
just
I'm-
did it.
But
Yeah.
I don't care enough
You
about it.
literally,
We
we
just
just
did it.
Where
changed
I'm
your
going to
opinion on the
dissect
jersey.
it. I'm going to dissect it in a group chat for 3 hours long, and that's going to be the topic of conversation for hours. Like, it's not that important. It's really not.
As you discuss.
Hating it this much.
I just don't care enough, though. Like,
Well, I mean, it seems like you care right now.
dude, we're talking about people.
You're screaming
We're
about
talking
it.
about people that talk about the fucking tint and shit. Like, oh, this tint's kind of weird on this one, but if they raise the brightness a little bit on that one, I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? Dan McGuckin. It's a fucking.
That's Taylor's voice.
He's out of control, dude. I mean, that guy criticizes
Where was he January 6th?
everything. Oh God, no, I don't know. I don't want to know where that guy was January 6th. I really don't. We could find out. You want me to ask him?
Yeah.
Taylor already did.
Oh, you already asked him.
You never told me. Speaking of January 6th, how was that movie?
All right.
Yeah, let's get a review.
All right. So a little
Let's get a
background.
review of the QAnon movie.
All right, to close out the show, this disastrous show, this is the worst show I've ever been a part of.
He's gonna hop off and be like, "Man, I fucking love
Yeah.
that show."
But anyway, no, it was fun. But so there's this new insane right-wing conspiratorial movie out called Sound of Freedom. Under
Hell yeah,
amazing,
brother.
amazing name.
Un-
Let's
Yeah,
start with that.
dude,
Amazing name.
Perfect. It's literally perfect.
under the
The
guise
Sound of Freedom.
under the guise of a very extremely important and dangerous topic, which is sex trafficking, which obviously is a serious, real, horrendous, horrific crime that is actually real that goes on. But the problem with this movie is it is created and funded by a bunch of right-wing lunatics that subscribe to the QAnon theory. Everybody knows what QAnon is. I'm not breaking it down because I don't even understand it. But it's fucking
How do you not?
batshit crazy shit that was started online in a message board. So my dad finds out about the movie. He's like, "Oh my god, it's for the children and all this."
Oh, Ty, for some background, Seamus's dad is QAnon. Like
He's
he fully subscribes to it.
Wild.
It's weird.
It's fucking insane. It's fucking crazy.
We used to have a segment called Jimmy's Conspiracies,
Oh yeah.
where Taylor would play the InfoWars music, and
Yeah,
we would find out.
We used to break down the conspiracies.
Yeah. Seamus would bring one in that his dad came up with that week.
It's kind of like how people on the radio break down the schedule release. So that's a win. That's a
that's
loss.
what we would do with his conspiracy theory.
That's our version of WIP schedule breakdown. Is Jimmy's conspiracies. No, but so my dad finds out about this movie and he's like, "Oh, shame, we gotta go." I was like,
Did you find out through Fox News?
I was like, "Dad, listen, I don't."
100%.
I was like, "Dad, I really don't want to go to this." And he was like, "Well, dude, it's about this and that. It's like it's to save children." I'm like, "Oh God."
To save
I was like, "Well, what the hell am I going to say to that?" He thinks I'm going to hate children now, so I was like,
Yes.
"All
Yeah,
right."
you should have been like, I drink children's blood.
Yeah.
No, God. So
I know Hillary.
so I
I love pizza, Dad.
so I ended up hitting
I
the
work
dad
in a
pen.
pizza shop.
Hitting the dad pen a couple times because you have to. And I go to this movie and it's fucking insanely sad because it's like here's what actually happened, but it actually didn't happen.
Was
and
JJ Redick in it?
no,
Was he involved at all?
no,
That's a shame.
JJ Watt?
no. But Carson Wentz made a cameo, and it was
That'd be sick.
or JT Realmuto.
No, I was asking
stopped
about
by.
JJ Redick because he's been witness to human
Oh, wow.
trafficking and didn't do fucking shit about it.
Yeah, known great guy, JJ Redick. But yeah, so I had to endure that. It wasn't fun. The popcorn was good. That's about
You
it.
said you liked the movie though.
I liked the movie.
That's the part that got
no,
me.
I didn't like the movie. I liked how. No. You totally misunderstood what I was saying. I was saying that they are taking advantage of a topic that is actually real, but they're using QAnon to overshadow what is an important topic and what people should be talking about, which is like children that are in these situations. I hated the movie because first of all, I hate that actor. He's the one that played Jesus in The Passion of the Christ. He's a
No,
fucking,
he's not.
Yeah,
he
he's a
is.
Are
fucking
you
lunatic.
shitting?
Friends with
So
Mel
fucking
Gibson.
funny.
The whole thing is so fucking
I
weird.
can't believe it's named Sound of Freedom
And I
still.
and I couldn't wait to get out of that movie theater. It was horrible experience. My
I
dad,
wish Jake was here.
my dad started.
Oh, Jake.
My dad started crying and shit. It was weird. It was fucking weird.
Yeah, this cast is so odd.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, they couldn't get any of the
I know
normal
it's
people.
just a bunch of guys that have done random TV shows.
Larry Anderson was busy when they were making it.
They couldn't get Ben Davis for the lead role because he was too
Yeah,
committed to NBC
yeah,
Sports.
Yeah, he was too committed to the bit that he does. But yeah, so that's what I saw, and I really wanted to break down the Phillies a little more, but I can't simply move on after that. That totally made me depressed and angry and embarrassed, quite frankly.
There's nothing that makes you depressed about the Phillies.
Not right now.
Not Reese Hoskins.
Not
He's
Trey
on
Turner.
The bench. He's on the bench.
Not Trey Turner offensively.
Nah, Trey Turner's been all right. Trey Turner's been heating it up lately.
He has. He
Yeah,
has. He had a multi-hit game last night.
I'm not worried
Even
about
though
him.
one was an infield hit.
That
I'll take
doesn't
it.
matter. I'll take it. Casty's. Did you see Casty's RBI last night? It was like a blooper over the third
Yeah.
baseman.
Well, did you see what happened? It literally hit the ground like directly in front of the plate, and I was like, "Oh, easy out!" And it somehow just fucking floated into left
Yo,
field.
guy like Castellanos, he'll take his hits
Yep.
wherever they
And
come.
he'll eat 'em
after,
too.
After last season. Yep. And by the way, one more thing on the Castellanos thing. People are actually saying, like, gatekeeping, rooting for Nick Castellanos. Oh, you weren't supporting him last season. No, I wasn't. Did you look at the guy play last season? Did you look at the guy that
I
got
bought this jersey last season.
Dude, I was at a World Series game where he fucking struck out with
So
like
I was
2
there
men
with
on
you,
in
I
a-
know.
in a crucial spot like he did all year. So yeah, did I give him shit last year? Who didn't? But
No,
people,
yeah, I agree.
no, people are just being people on Twitter and saying, "Oh, how dare you root for him now after what you said about him last year?" It's like, well, listen, I wasn't the one that said, "Oh, here's his address." I was just like, "This guy sucks."
Well, everybody knows where he lives because Ben Simmons' house.
Yeah, but how do you think that came out?
Oh,
Somebody said it.
No, there was like people fucking.
No, somebody
stalking
said
him.
somebody said it on the radio, and then people found out through that.
Yeah, John Clark probably followed him home from the airport.
Do you think he lives there?
The airport? Yes. Yeah, 100%.
Like at one of those seedy like motels.
Yeah. I mean, that does seem like somewhere John would live.
Did I ever tell you I saw John Clark at a Bruce Springsteen concert?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He also loves going to Keenan's and Wildwood, apparently, because all the kids we know that go to Wildwood.
Does he
see him there
still
all the
think
time.
he's like in his 20s.
Probably, yeah.
I can verify that he's a creep with women. that
Oh
are very
God!
younger than him.
Leave
Oh,
it,
so that's why Seamus likes him so much.
leave it to From the Nosebleeds to break the story that John Clark's a creep. Great.
I don't
Thanks,
think that's
Taylor.
like a story. I think it's just known.
I didn't know that.
I feel like Taylor's
Really?
said that multiple times
Yeah.
before.
I don't remember him saying that. Taylor just ruined John Clark's forehead for me. That's crazy.
He's a very tall man, though.
Yeah, he is
He's
like freakishly
super fucking tall.
Is he a
Yeah.
7-footer?
He's probably like 6'5", 6'6".
Is he really?
Yeah, he's really tall.
I mean, I saw him before. I didn't realize he was that tall.
Yeah, he's definitely pretty tall.
Wow. How about that? The more you know about John Clark. Tune in next week for more information on obscure Phillies sports media members that are sometimes on Channel 10.
I'm going to break down Michael Barkan real quick. Oh, the Phillies are You got his glasses on, so, you know.
Yeah, he's a big
Yeah,
blue.
they're not blue enough.
That's true. That's
He's
true.
a big blue glasses guy. Imagine
They're
living.
horrendous. They're so bad.
Imagine living with him. Like, what do you think he says to me? Hey, honey, I'm home. The Phillies won today. It's gonna be great. Like, can you imagine? Like,
That was like a combo of Tony the Tiger, and I don't even fucking know what else.
like imagine if that's not an act. Like how scary.
I don't
that
think
would
it
be.
is.
I think
I mean, I think that's just how he is, like, normally.
that's got to be a bit.
Because, like, I saw him in an interview on the City Pigeons show, and he was just exactly the same.
Yeah, but he probably,
No, I don't think he was trying to play it
He knows
up,
when
though.
to turn it on.
he puts on air.
I don't think he was playing it up, though. Like, he was just fucking
really. I
Yeah.
guess there's only one way to find out.
get him on the show.
Got to get him on From the Nosebleeds.
But he big-timed you last time.
Yeah, he did big time.
Ooh.
Oh, I forgot, Michael. That goddamn asshole. Michael Barkan big leagued me.
Wow.
That's kind of crazy. I
You've
forgot
gotten
about
big league
that.
by a lot of people. You gotta.
Nearly everybody.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, except for Nolan Reimold.
Well, he's your cousin, so he literally has to.
Yeah, well.
like entertain you.
You know who I
at the
won't
very
get big
least.
league? I won't get big league by Lamar Stevens. He's got nothing better to do at this point.
Damn. Well, he might big league you now.
Nah, he's fine. I hope he ends up a Sixer though. That'd be cool.
I mean, they have one roster spot left, and it's probably not going to.
You don't think it's gonna go to Lamar?
It's gonna go.
Stevens?
It's gonna go another center.
Yeah. Although there's no shot, like Petrushev, Philadelphia. There's no shot he's on the roster.
No
when
way.
When the year starts.
No
Like,
way. I mean, that's not even like.
Which would also just be hysterical. I'm not gonna lie, because just like it's been like a saga with him. It was almost like with Dario coming over.
Dude, the best in that interview that Maury gave the other day is he was like, "Well, yeah, Pat Beverly." I was like, "Oh God." Like when you're like asked
I'm
to
still
like
in shock that they signed him.
when you're I don't hate the signing, but it's like, you know, when you're asked to pipe up Pat Bev, pipe up your roster, and he goes, "Well, Pat Bev." It's just like, oh God.
It's like, yeah, I mean, Pat Bev's like a great like personality for
I
Philadelphia.
mean, he was funny on
But-
ESPN.
Yeah, but he's just not like the player we
Good
need.
defensive player.
Mo Bamba.
That's it. Yeah, but I don't want that at all either, Taylor.
That's another one. He
I'm
was,
glad we didn't have a podcast last week. I would have fucking freaked the fuck out about all
dude.
that bullshit.
He loves Mo Bamba. Daryl Morey. He was going on and on about him. For
No, he just loves the
for
song.
like 3 minutes.
He and Check West are really tight.
That's a great song. That's the only reason why I knew who Mo Bamba was. Really?
I saw him in Indiana once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Oh wait, I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
you were
was-
telling that
we
when
were at-
Pat was here.
Yeah, we were at the same bar.
That's actually sick.
Yeah.
He was at a date with some hot girl, obviously. So
Yeah.
good for him.
Clearly.
Oh, I thought you said you were for a second. I was like, in Indiana?
Yeah. Yeah, I know girls out in Indiana.
I wouldn't be shocked. Those big muscles you got there. Wouldn't be shocked if
All
you had a
right,
girl in
now,
every state.
now we can end it.
Woof.
Cut that, Ty. Cut that. Wait, is Jake coming
Don't
back
look
next week?
directly into my eyes when you do that.
Well, you already ruined the show from the beginning. But closing statements, go get Juan soda right now. Go get soda.
I can't wait for the Eagles.
Are you
man.
well,
Yeah.
you're not. You can't skip over.
See,
The,
not a
I
real
just-
baseball guy.
No.
You
I
can't
just,
skip-
I'm so excited
you
for
can't
the
skip
Eagles.
over the trade deadline.
He
can't.
just did.
You can't do it.
He
No,
just
I'm just
did.
saying I can't wait to see the Eagles play again.
It's a violation.
Yeah.
How is that a
You got
violation?
to go trade deadline first.
You're coming with me to see them on August 17th.
Yeah, I know. I'm done hyped about the Eagles. We're all hyped about the Eagles.
Yeah. I just can't wait to see this new team. All right, that's my closing
That's
statement.
fine. That's okay, dude.
See?
That's fine.
See?
What a nice way to end. Vince, if you're out there listening, which we know you're
Fuck
not,
you.
we actually need you back because this show went terribly off the rails. And I'm so sorry to our listening audience and to Ty, who's like, you know, just getting exposed to us for the first time.
Is Mac McGlung going to get time in Philly?
Fuck no.
Oh, you mean
He's
the guy
on,
that
he's
won
on the website.
What did he do? He won the dunk contest or
Yeah.
some shit?
He's still on a two-way, I think, so. It'll be interesting because they changed the two-way
By the way,
contracts
before
to be
we
like
end,
50
why is
50
Montrezl
games.
Harrell back? Why?
I mean, why did they do a lot of the things
Why-
they did?
You loved
Seamus?
him. You loved him.
I
when
loved
they
him in
signed
the one preseason game when he dropped like 60 points. It was like, yeah, this is who I am actually. And we're like, even Kate Scott was like, I don't think so.
I can't believe we picked up Dwayne Dedman too.
Yeah,
I know that,
That
was
was
last season.
that
but
was
still.
so funny.
Yeah,
God.
He's
And then he just he won minutes over Harold down the stretch, which was the funnier part.
Yikes.
Like,
how about that Lewis King? I'm really excited to watch him play. Louis King.
I mean, they did a good job picking up undrafted people, but it's like that draft was just brutal.
Oh, dude, come on.
Not
man.
having a single pick.
There's
was
already
fucking
there's
horrible.
already cult followings of like 3 of the
Oh, I know.
undrafted players. And
I'm glad though that we got Paul Reed back. I'm not exactly happy that we let him go and sign an offer sheet, but I'm glad he's back for what it's worth.
Sure.
I wish we also didn't sign fucking 4 other centers, but it happens.
I mean, listen, Paul Reed's Paul Reed. That's fine. I'm happy he's back too.
Best backup big since Greg Monroe.
Oh my God.
I can't even say that guy's name
The
without
Greg,
laughing.
the Greg Monroe minutes in the Toronto series.
Fucking
That's when I
Minus
gave up on the
23.
Sixers. When I saw Greg Monroe got playoff minutes.
getting real playoff
Yes,
minutes against
that's
the
when I
Raptors.
gave up. That was the minute I gave up.
It wasn't when Trez got playoff minutes this year.
We're
God.
talking about 2018.
But he was-
19.
yeah, but he was
he wasn't a
inv-
fan in 18.
He was
19.
invested in the Sixers this year.
Yeah.
He was
Me? No, I
heavily-
wasn't.
No, not
Yes, you
this year.
were.
No, he
You
wasn't.
watched every game.
No, he didn't.
I
He
literally
literally
did it.
Yes,
he
you
came
did.
in and we would start
I don't
talking
buy
about the
that.
games. You'd be like, "Oh, did that happen?"
I don't buy that. I don't buy that. It's a bit.
It
I
happened.
watch the.
bit.
I watch other teams, just not the Sixers.
You secretly are obsessed with the Sixers.
Okay.
You are. I know that you are.
Just like you are with the Phillies, Taylor.
Yep.
That's
Same-
why he wears the Marlins hat to throw you off.
Yeah.
Throw me off. You've been throwing me off for years, then, haven't you?
Yeah, I got you.
Even though I always knew you didn't know shit about baseball.
Juan Soto.
Do I talk like that? I don't even think I talk like that.
That was the best fucking way. Do I talk like that?
I don't talk like that.
Schwartz.
No, I mean I do too. But
Yeah.
it's just yours is so much more pronounced sometimes. It's like
All right, well, whatever, dude. Juan Soto, is that better for you?
I like Little Delco.
What about Dan
Player.
Baker? Juan Soto. Is that
Junior.
better for you? Is that more enunciated for you?
Sure.
Batting for the Phillies, Juan Soto
I forgot his position.
Jr. Well, I don't give a fuck where he plays here. throw him in Aspirin Alley. As long as he's on the roster, I don't care. As long as he hits.
So just put him on the bench. is
I
what you're
want to
saying?
hit nukes. That's it.
All right.
Hit nukes, get on base, charge the mound every once in a while, liven the city up. That's what we need. We need Juan Soto. That's it. All right, now we're ending the show, Ty. It's over.
Goodbye.
It's over.